again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Sunday, April the 21st, 2024. I'm not sure of the exact time because I still haven't fixed my clock. I'm ashamed to admit, but it's at least 10 o'clock in the morning, and I hope that things are going well for you all. I hope that your life has been good all the way up to this point, and it continues to be that way. I hope that this week is a productive week for you, and I hope that this week is a non-stressful week for you. As you can see, I actually bought a pair of headphones. I see a lot of other ASMR people who do ASMR. They wear like the headphones so that they can actually like listen to what they sound like in real time. And I notice like it does like it makes a difference, like being able to like listen to what you sound like in real time, because it helps to where like I don't like talk so loud. So I'm hoping that this improves the quality as well. But yeah, I was actually reading the comments yesterday, and I saw a comment, and it was about me doing live streams. And I've thought about doing live streams. It's just, I don't know. I might do it. So if I do it, it'll be on the weekend. Like it'll be, I would say not next Saturday, but maybe next Sunday, like afternoon or something like that. Because next Saturday I have to move, and everything. And so, actually, as a matter of fact, I have the boxes. I bought the boxes yesterday. I just left them in my car. You see the boxes? Hold up. You can't really see them, but the boxes are back there. And so, right after this, I'm actually gonna go home and start packing up, like really packing. So I'm in a shopping center parking lot. 'Cause I don't know. Sometimes I like making videos in my car. It's a little more. Sometimes it's more peaceful than making them in my apartment. So, but what I do want to talk about is like older cars versus newer cars, and why I prefer older cars. And right off the bat, the main reason is the simplicity. With older cars, they're a lot easier to work on, and they were made, for people to work on, right? They were made to where the average DIY mechanic could do basic jobs, could do oil changes, could do brake jobs, could do, suspension work to a certain degree. They were made for this, right? For example, like even in my car, the light bulb. Changing out a light bulb in my car is super easy, but nowadays these newer cars have these like high-tech like LED light bulbs to where they're not quite as easy to change versus just your basic like halogen light bulb. And then they're, LEDs are more expensive than halogen light bulbs as well. And, you know, I think LEDs in theory should be easier to change, but it's just they overcomplicate these cars so much. It's absolutely ridiculous. And all the sensors and to me, it's just more stuff that can break. And a lot of these cars as well, they have the touch screen, like what do you call it? Like the touch screen tablet in the car and everything. And the only thing about that is like that can break too. Like, what if you're changing you want to change the air temperature, or I mean, like you want to turn the AC on, and it's 100 degrees outside, right? And you're trying to hurry up, get in your car, crank that AC all the way up on high, and say the touchscreen starts malfunctioning. Like you're touching the screen, but it's not doing anything. That happens more than you think. And now all of a sudden you can't even turn the AC on because the screen is glitching out. And so that's something that you have to think about as well when with all these like technological, it's just it's ridiculous. Some of the gimmicky technology you see on these cars. I'm trying to think. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, they got the what do you call it? The lane assist thing, and I guess that's a cool feature. It's a bit gimmicky, but the lane assist, my biggest problem with the lane assist and how they're putting it on all these cars nowadays is the simple fact that the lane assist, you could pretty much like be more distracted to a certain degree. Like you're gonna have people who are paying attention to the road even less because they know that, okay, lane assist is gonna keep me in my lane to a certain degree. Like the car is practically driving itself at that point. Now, some cars, they make it to where you can't let go of the steering wheel for a certain amount of time. Like, I remember I rented for a road trip, I rented I think it was like a 2021 or 2022 Corolla, and it had that lane assist technology on it, and I kind of just wanted to test it out, like, and so I turned it on because I'm thinking, okay, it's lane assist, so I let go of the steering wheel for a few seconds. Obviously, like, not, obviously I'm paying attention and everything, but I just wanted to actually test it out and see, like, okay, is it going to actually keep the car in the lane? And so I let go, and, to my surprise, it kept the car in my lane for a while. I mean, more than a few seconds, but it told me, you have to like keep your, hands on the wheel or it'll like turn off automatically. But I mean, it's cool, but I guess, I don't know. I don't really understand the point of that feature. Like, couldn't I just keep the car like in my lane, by keeping the car in my lane, like holding the steering wheel, keeping it in between the white lines? And so I don't really get lane assist. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for it, and I would have to look up why car manufacturers are putting these on cars, but you know, it's funny because that's something that could break. And it's like I said before, you can be more distracted. You're gonna have people that are more distracted, and what it's gonna cause is more incidences and accidents out here, because you're gonna have people that are more distracted because they're gonna trust that a lane assist is gonna keep them safe. They're gonna trust that the car has all these technological features. These newer cars as well, they have the automatic braking. Like if you get too close to the car is gonna brake by itself. And I guess that feature is in the name of safety. But like I said, I just think that these features, they're causing people to be more distracted. And I don't know. I just kind of trust myself driving versus this cars like sensors and computers. I trust my instincts more, right? And that's what these new cars kind of are shying away from. They're shying away from you just trusting, right? Your basic instincts about driving. They want you to um, they want you to pretty much have faith and trust in technology to keep you safe instead of your own instincts, your own intuition, right? And so I just, that's kind of the way that I looked at it with all these features and everything. I drive a 1999 car. It doesn't have any of this stuff on there. It doesn't have the um, it doesn't even have adaptive cruise control. Now I think adaptive cruise control is kind of cool, but even then, it's like, okay, it can cause people to have faith in the car and be more distracted. Um, I mean, my car's a 1999. It has cruise control, but it's not adaptive. It doesn't have any of those sensors and lane departure and blind spot indicators. That little red dot that's on your mirrors with these newer cars. My car don't have none of that. I trust just, looking, you know, looking in my blind spot before, um, you know, switching lanes. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. But like I say, they want you to trust the car, right? And so, yeah. Um, push to start. I mean, just all type of stuff that can break, right? um, I've heard I've heard of situations where with certain cars, I've heard about this with Dodge Chargers, where with the push to start technology and all that, like a thief could like program one of those like wireless key fobs to a random like Dodge Charger. And I'm sure this happens with other cars too, but they can literally randomly program some random key fob to one of these newer cars that have push to start, and cars are getting stolen that way. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that shows you where technology like backfires, and I'm kind of glad I have like, your basic key, put the key in ignition and turn. I'm kind of glad I have that. When I read that story, I was like, wow, you know, these old cars are winning. These newer cars, I can't do it. I mean, you can't even do basic maintenance on some of these newer cars. They're just built so. They're built just absolutely ridiculous, So I'll keep my 1999 Toyota, and I'm gonna be good because liability only insurance. So if something happens to this car, I'm just gonna buy another one, another cheap old car that doesn't have all this new crazy technology on it. Yeah, but yeah, that's just how I look at it. These newer cars, it's a lot. It's a lot of issues that these newer cars have. I mean, the features are cool, but I'll pass. I'll pass. Um, I may buy something slightly newer, maybe early to mid 2000s next. Maybe not quite a 90s car, but yeah, you know. Trying to think. You know what I just realized? This parking lot. I'm in this big parking lot, and I just realized that this place used to be a Walmart. Like, I barely realized, like, this big empty parking lot. I'm like, because I was, like, looking at the building, and I'm like, that looks like it could be a Walmart. But then I see, like, one of the old Walmart signs, and I was like, oh, this used to be a Walmart. Like, no wonder the parking lot was so big. That's interesting. But, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I really thank y'all for watching. I hope that the headphones, they help with the sound. So, because I notice in some of my videos, I start talking like too loud, and it like makes the ASMR effect, it makes it go away. And so, I'm hoping that the headphones, they kind of like, regulate the sound and everything. It keeps me from like talking too loud, and it keeps the ASMR effect going. Okay, but yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you're relaxed, and stay tuned for another video sometime this week. Thanks.